What is going on, guys? Welcome to the bonus courses for those that are interested in showcases, and that's all we're about. I mean, we've gone to that stage in that era where that's where we look to be able to get our recognition. And I'm here to tell you that, I mean, first off, I'm just putting on record out there. I'm not trying to stray anybody away from going to showcases. Okay? What I'm telling you is, look out for those money-hungry showcases that aren't going to really do much for you. They're just after your money. Okay? So, I mean, a big one out there right now is PBR. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of showcases out there, but I mean, I know I've been a part of them, and they never really helped me. Okay? You know, the one, they created a video to send out to coaches. I mean, that's great. I don't think anything came of that. I went to another one. It was called Diamond Sports. Now it's Force Sports. Around Cleveland, you know who Force is. That one was kind of beneficial, I would say. I mean, there were a lot of coaches in attendance. Did the one at the Cabo, nothing really came of that. Down in Columbus, you know, a big one. I think I did that one. And, I mean, it was very minimal. I mean, especially if you're an undersized player like me. I mean, you got some tools, but virtually, if you're like around the average area and you're smaller, kind of like I was, about 5'9", 5'10", around that time, 160, 170 pounds, they're not really going to come creeping for you unless you're just absolutely off the charts. Okay? So one good way, I mean, a lot of it is we're trying to get in front of the D1 guys, right? I know I was. I mean, I wanted to go D1 just like everyone else. You know, that's the top of the top of, you know, making it within the divisions. I get it. But then once you start going through that process, I mean, some people get discouraged. They do. And, because, I mean, they're not getting all the phone calls that, you know, they thought they were going to get. And, you know, it could lead to disappointment, or it could lead to your motivation and you adjust your plan. Okay, so after that, I mean, because there wasn't really a whole lot of D2 schools out there, but the way to really get after them, honestly, you got one of these. It's got a video recorder, right? You click on it, you swipe it over to video, and you start making some in-game videos. You can do that. Back then, we really weren't as much. Well, when I say back then, I mean it was only 2006, 2007. So, I mean, we weren't really using our phones like that then. And, but, I mean, email was real big. So, I mean, I would be reaching out to these coaches. If I look back, I mean, I probably reached out anywhere between, I wasn't reaching out to D1. I stopped that. You know, I became realistic. You know, I'm 5'10", 170 pounds. You know, I'm only throwing roughly 85 right now, you know, 86, and, you know, some good off-speed stuff. You know, so let's try to get a shot at D2 level. And then, but don't count out the D3s. Don't count out the community colleges, the NAIAs. Okay, because those can still be passed. I mean, if you really want to go pro and you got the itch and the drive, you can still get recognized there. You can, D1 is for more of the guys that don't need as much work. Okay, don't need to develop, or they don't have time to wait on your development. If you go that route and then you end up developing by junior, senior year, I mean, that's awesome if you're willing to sit. Okay, but if you're willing to try to play right away, you lessen it. Okay, so I started targeting, you know, D2s, you know, some good NAIAs as well. D3 is just once I started getting my name out there with like D2, D3, or not D3, but NAIA, I didn't really look at the JUCO level. I mean, I was a 3.2 student. More times than not, those are the academic kids that have talent, but they could be super talented, even better than what I was, but their GPAs and their grades just weren't there throughout their high school career. So, I mean, I started targeting D2. I was between Tiffin. I was between Findlay, Bellarmine, or some other D2 schools that, I was approaching. Those were the main three, okay, between the D2 schools. I was baiting on those schools right there. Then, like, the NAIAs, I didn't really go to Notre Dame College. I did transfer there, and I played there for a year. At that time, they were NAIA. They're D2 now. Same with Ohio Dominican, but, I mean, Ohio Dominican was on that list. I had more visits and stuff with D3 schools. But, I did go check out Bellarmine. Never really got a hold of the coach. That was the one school I didn't get accepted to, which was weird. The only school that did not accept me into their school. But I went and visited them. They were down in Kentucky. Oh, that was another one. I went and visited Shawnee State. So I was really between, the NAIA and Shawnee State, which I believe they're D2 now. Shawnee, Findlay, and Tiffin. Those were my three choices. I narrowed that down. Okay. Tiffin offered me a preferred walk-on spot. Findlay ended up offering me some scholarship money. And, the big pitch at Shawnee was that, it's way cheaper than most schools out there, especially being a state school. I mean, they got state funding, as some of these private schools don't have state funding. So, you gotta go with your options. Get in front of those coaches. Like, Ohio Dominican, I emailed the coach and he wanted me to just come down and talk. Visit the school. I believe they offered me some scholarship money too. Or it might have just been them showing me the academic. Either or. Coach brought me down. But most of them came out at D3 level. John Carroll. I talked to Baldwin Wallace, which I ended up playing for when the new coach came in. Mount Union. Marietta never came. I mean, they're more down south. I mean, they're like one of the top D3 programs around, especially when I was looking, before BW hit the map, and started trying to take over the OAC. Same with John Carroll. Spalding. What was the one with the T? Not Trinity. It was the very first one that, I got a visit from. Can't remember, but either way, I got all those visits and created my options. Oh, Pitt Bradford was another one. La Roche over in Pennsylvania. Pitt Bradford's Pennsylvania. I reached out to Allegheny. Mostly the area schools, but I did that through email. Okay, got my name out there to get recognized, and I had that mentality to prove myself. So that's exactly what I was gonna do to them. So virtually what I'm saying is, you don't need to just live and die by the showcases. Okay. Then once you get there, if you want to transfer. Because now you got under your belt a year of development at the college level with college coaches. So it becomes a little bit easier. Okay? And those that are so close to being D1 level, but you're not getting that D1 recognition, go JUCO and then transfer there. And then, I mean, if you play 2 years, guess what? You're coming out of there with an associate's degree. And then you go and complete your bachelor's degree. Okay? So it's like, that's like a win-win. Plus you get to save a whole lot of money too. But, I'm not knocking at all showcases. I'm saying do your research. A lot are money hungry out there that are really not going to help you. Okay? But if you get an invite or a chance to go to some of the good ones, go and do it. Okay? If you have the funds, if you have the invite and the opportunity to go do it, go do it. Okay? That's all I'm saying on that. But if you don't, I mean, we all got cell phones, right? Start creating your highlight tapes, right? Show off your skills, and then send it to them. I mean, if you really want it, you're gonna find a way to go get it. All right, and not everyone's path is exactly the same. I mean, like I say in the read, I mean, Bryce Harper was on a whole nother level. The whole nation knew about Bryce Harper in high school. But did he need showcases? No. He got his name out there because he was that high talent. I mean, people wanted to fly him in to play on his team for a weekend. I mean, you can get recognized without it. That's all I'm saying in that. So, I mean, make sure you do your research. Okay? That's all I got on this pretty short video. But, I mean, if you want to view it or you just want to read, go ahead. I mean, it's my opinion, my observation throughout the years is that, you know, a lot of these guys are just, a lot of families are just pushing for showcases, asking what showcases, if this showcase is good, this showcase, and they're going around doing all these showcases when, I mean, that can lead to burnout, and that can lead to arm problems, all that, because, I mean, you could be pitching a game and then you gotta go throw a bullpen, you know, max effort, and then try to pitch in a game, you know, later on, maybe a couple days later, and just be careful, okay, and how much that you go after too many showcases all at once, okay, so do your research, okay. My opinion, my observation, you may have a different opinion, that's fine. Do what you feel is best. Okay, but I'm telling you that there's another way out there. Oh, I also have one at Denison too. Pretty good academic school. Maybe not the best. I think Muskingum, Otterbein, a lot of the OAC schools. But I had a lot of offers from D3. At that time, I was so stubborn. You know, I just wanted D2. You know, I want to get scholarship to make me feel good, okay? And I realized that was the wrong path, especially when I got there. But that's a story for another time. But, yeah, like I'm saying, straight up my opinion. Do your own research. Go with what your gut feels, okay? Yep, that's all I got. So, stay tuned. Make sure you view everything. Okay, everything is available to you. Over 60 plus links. If you are a starter Prime member, Prime has a little bit more links than available. So, I mean, starter will have like probably 20 or 30 available to you. Starter, the powerful points and all that. Okay, Prime offers a little bit more going into the IQ side situations. Okay, so stay tuned. If you're not a Prime member already, definitely think long and hard about it. You can go right into the members area, go in and purchase it, and it's available to you. Okay, peace out. We will see you guys another day. And if you guys have any kind of questions that you need answered, you can go into the Facebook group and ask them.